It's time for high school basketball, presented by SARTA, streaming live at Q92radiosports.com. Now let's take you courtside to our play-by-play team. This is high school basketball, presented by SARTA, streaming live at Q92radiosports.com.
Well, by the end of the evening, we will have a lead within the Federal League in boys basketball. One of these two teams that you will hear tonight on Q92radiosports.com, Q92 Sports Facebook page, and the Q92 YouTube channel. One of the two between McKinley and Jackson will have sole possession of first place within the Federal League. McKinley enters 8-2. The road team, Jackson, 7-1. The home team on tonight's scoreboard. Here inside Jackson High School, a raucous atmosphere stands in front of both of these storied programs that have both won state championships over the years. And this year, both teams looking to add another great chapter to what has been a great rivalry over the years between McKinley and Jackson. As we mentioned, McKinley 8-2, losses at Warren Harding and home just a little over a week ago in the shot clock shootout as they welcomed in St. Ignatius and lost at the Memorial Fieldhouse 96-69. Iggy, of course, the reigning Division I state champion, the team that knocked out Jackson last year in the regional semifinal after Jackson was crowned a district champion win over Mentor. As for Jackson, their lone loss comes at the hands of the Archbishop Hoban Knights, a 72-59 loss. They are now winners of 6 in a row after losing that game in their second battle of the season. Both of these teams obviously come in with high expectations this year. If you're McKinley, you lost last year in the district semifinal to Glen Oak, who eventually won the district title by taking down a good Louisville team that returns everything this year. On the side of Jackson, as we mentioned, they return a ton of key pieces from a district championship team last year that defeated Mentor in a marathon district final at Euclid. Coming into the year, the thought coming into the Federal League kind of was that it was these two, probably Hoover, probably some nights in and out. Glen Oak is going to be tough. And then you got to figure out where Lake and Perry sit in league play as well. And, of course, Green this year, first year under Coach Mitch Spottleson, he will get things where he needs them to go, but tough replacing the legend in Coach Kinsley, who had been doing it for so long. And as we said, we expect the young Coach Spo to bring them back to where they are. But Federal League is always competitive. You always know that night in and night out is going to be tough, but there was a sense coming into the year that these were 1A, 1B, and it could go either direction. And tonight we'll do a lot towards kind of deciding who has the crown in that title. You look at Jackson. They are led by Mitch Finnefrock, 16 a ball game, and he's the sharpshooter. Over 33s this season already. He's made 32 of the 59 he has attempted, and he's got a great running mate with him who might be one of the best players in the county, and that's Kyle Monterrubio. The senior this year was about a 16-point average last year. He's kind of improved a little bit of everything this year. He's shooting at higher percentages everywhere on the floor and continues to be a force to be reckoned with. 14 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals a game for Kyle Monterrubio. And what's most impressive is that he's doing it shooting 54% from the field, 60% from 3, and 94% from the line. I find it hard to believe that you will find a player with better splits than that. However, the young man on the other side that everyone is talking about for McKinley would like a say in that discussion, and that's, of course, Reed Sims Jr., the senior. A senior shooting guard at 6'5", 14 points a game, 4 rebounds a game, 2 assists, 2 steals a game, and he shoots 46% from the field, 33% from 3, and 84% from the line. Again, it's got to start and end between the battle between those two. And then, as I said, Finnefrock being one of the key others to watch, Cam Weekly being another key other to watch, and for McKinley, Anthony Shavers and Jalen Jeter, both averaging double figures as well. What's amazing about both of these teams is that between the two of them, you've got two teams that basically their starting fives are as good as you can find. And between the two starting fives, you have a starting five on both sides that basically have 5 guys that all average double. On the side of McKinley, Shavers, Jeter, Webster, Thompson, and Reed Sims all average close to 10 points a game. On the side of Jackson, of course, 3 guys above double figures, just like McKinley, but Jackson also has Cole Baker and Caden Loy, who are both averaging right around 10 a game. You put it all together, it's a 7-1 undefeated Federal League team in Jackson against an 8-2 undefeated Federal League team in McKinley. Sounds like a good game, and it should be one tonight. We'll take a break here. You're listening to high school basketball on Q92radiosports.com. When we return, we'll get you set for tonight's tip and tell you about the starting lineups and more, as it's McKinley and Jackson from Jackson tonight here on Q92radiosports.com.
Ready to make a real difference in people's lives while working for a nonprofit? Regional EMS is calling your name. They're on the lookout for passionate EMTs and paramedics to join their team. Imagine working with state-of-the-art equipment, all while enjoying a new pay scale, generous PTO, and fully paid insurance for full-time heroes like you. It's not just a job, it's a chance to be a lifeline in your community. So what are you waiting for? Grab your phone and dial 330-987-4373 to find out how to join the Regional EMS family.
RG Dreg, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Dreg students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Dreg to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Dreg, where careers begin.
Go back and relive all the action with Q92 Sports on SoundCloud. Whether it's high school or University of Mount Union football and basketball, we've got you covered from 2016 through today. Catch every thrilling game and heart-pounding moment anytime you want. Q92 Sports is your go-to for local sports action. Find us on SoundCloud at Q92 Radio, and don't forget to stream all of our games live on Friday night at Q92Radiosports.com.
Well, we return back in here again, Q92Radiosports.com. High school basketball, McKinley and Jackson. A rivalry with an acute sense of understanding that tonight a new leader of the Federal League will exist after this game this evening. McKinley, of course, under second-year head coach Sean Weatherspoon. Spoon, as he is affectionately known, and of course, those that know McKinley know the Weatherspoon name. They know the history of Nick going back to the late 60s, early 70s, that era of basketball. McKinley on the Jackson side, head coach Tim DeBevick, longtime head man of the Polar Bears, and of course, the right winner of a state championship in 2017 as the head coach at Jackson. Piece it all together, and you've got a great matchup, and you've got two coaches that understand how to get it done. And I know in the sense of Coach Spoon, he's still young in the game and, kind of new to the scene at McKinley in terms of just being his second year, but he is no stranger to winning basketball. Played under Coach Dave Hoover, who, of course, one of the winningest coaches in McKinley history. Some would probably argue, I think I would argue this case, arguably the best basketball coach in McKinley history. I know there's an argument to be made for Bob Rupert. There's an argument to be made for Bob Perierick. There's arguments to be made for Mike Riley, Dave Cady, some of the other guys coming down through the years at McKinley, Kenny Newland. It's a program that's had nothing but winning and success in its time there. It's the winningest program in Ohio basketball history. And on the Jackson side, of course, I think it's exciting. You go from Coach Feuline, who won a state title here in 2010, and of course had that great group of guys that went through the hallways and brought back the first state title to Jackson for the basketball team. And they've become, over the years, more and more of a power, and they've always been a thorn in the side of McKinley. Regardless of the year, regardless of the talent on the floor, it always seems as though these two have a general amount of disdain and have a general amount of high competition when they meet each other in any key game. Waiting right now as we're going through some of the pregame festivities down on the floor. Both teams standing for the anthem. Both teams have warmed up. And in just a moment here, we're going to get the national anthem played. Only unfortunate thing about tonight that I'm disappointed about is that we do not have the pep band here tonight. We'll go down to the floor now, and they will play the national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars, o'er the blue moon skies, with the ramparts we watch, whose supporters we streaming, and the rockets of bursting air, in front of the light, little
So thanks to the senior from Jackson there who sang the national anthem for tonight's game. And we will now introduce the starters on both sides of tonight's game. First for the other way team on the scoreboard, that is the McKinley Bulldogs. They'll start the following five tonight. A junior small forward at 6'3", number 2 is Anthony Shavers. A senior guard at 5'11", number 3 is Jalen Jeter. A sophomore small forward at 6'4", number 10 is Ed Webster. A junior guard at 5'10", number 11 is Davey Thompson. And a senior shooting guard at 6'5", number 30 is Reed Sims. Of course, Coach Sean Weatherspoon in his second year at the helm of the McKinley Bulldogs, as trying to reinstill the greatness that has always been the McKinley basketball program. Head coach Tim DeBevick, the head man, of course, at Jackson, and he'll start the following five tonight. A senior guard at 6'2", number 1 is Cam Weekly. A senior guard at 6'2", number 3 is Mitch Finnefrock. A senior forward at 6'3", number 4 is Cole Baker. A junior, a guard at 5'11", number 12 is Caden Loy. And rounding out the lineup is the senior forward at 6'4", number 24, Kyle Monterrubio. Pre-game video being played up above on the video board right now. Trying to get the fans in the mood. Jackson will also see time tonight from Landon Teal, Andrew Hindriger. Cameron Pizzo might see time, and Jack Lancy will see time as well in the lineup for head coach Tim DeBevick. For McKinley, Javion Carter will play, Keith Quincy, Jaden Nelson, and Tavion Spencer will all see roles off the bench for second-year head coach in Sean Weatherspoon. Water Park across the way, the student section here at Jackson that is always loud and involved and into every game. Got to tell you what, I don't see many empty seats here tonight. And they've got the spotlight out. They've got this atmosphere building inside Jackson High School right now, and they're set to introduce these starting five young men for the Polar Bears. Makes you feel like you're inside the United Center, and less like you're sitting here in Jackson Township. The United Center, of course, I speak of the famous site of where the Chicago Bulls used to play during the Jordan years. And, of course, always a rowdy atmosphere there. And I hope you can hear some of the crowd and hear what this atmosphere is like here tonight, because it's going to be intense. I think both these teams understand the importance of this game. Was talking with Principal Jeff Cracker before of Jackson, and he said he was happy that they decided to move this game to a Saturday night. Of course, Ohio State punching their ticket to the national title last night. That had the eyes of Stark County and Ohio turned the direction of the Scarlet and Gray. And tonight this gives a true center stage to these two that battle it out each year, twice a year, for Federal League supremacy oftentimes. Shavers in center circle for McKinley, who will go left to right. The black unis with the red numbering and lettering and the white trim. And Monterubio for Jackson, who will go right to left. White numbers, or white tops and white pants with the purple numbering and lettering. Again, Shavers for McKinley, Monterubio for Jackson. Tip is up and controlled by the Pups of Canton McKinley. Here's Sims across the timeline. Top of the key, hands off Jeter to Thompson. Backdoor cut underneath Sims. Right of the rim, missed it, got it back. Went back up, missed it again. Rebound fought for. Off the hands of Shavers last. And Jackson will have their first possession 20 seconds into tonight's Federal League duel. Weekly across the timeline, left wing on a bounce pass to Cole Baker. Baker waits for some help to come to him. Now he's going to spot up and go one-on-one with Webster. Left wing, it's Loy who came to the ball. Caden, turnaround, left wing jumper was blocked. Sims there for the block. Loy got it back. Right corner, Finnefrock a three. Got it. Mitch Finnefrock. 3-0 Jackson. 52 seconds in. Bulldogs back on attack with the rock at the rim to our right. Free throw line pass intended for Webster. He brings it in. Free throw line, he'll shoot a jumper. Missed it. Weak side rebound left of the rim. Shavers tips it up and in. 3-2, Jackson. Mitch Finnefrock before hit his 33rd three of the year. Here's Weekly, fadeaway jumper. Right of the lane is good from 12 feet. 5-2, Jackson. 6:33, first quarter. Jeter with it high on the right. And some stoppage in play as officials have a word with Webster and with Cole Baker. And they tell them both to leave the game. Tell them both to cool their heads off. Javion Carter will come in for McKinley. Landon Teal will come in for Jackson. So Webster and Baker, some early chirping back and forth. Baker takes a seat on the bench right next to former Polar Bear great in Kyle Young, and he'll cool his head off. Left corner for McKinley, it is Carter. Top of the key, Shavers, a three. Offline left and weak, Teal the board. Big 6'7" big man comes in. He's also a star pitcher for Coach Billy Gamble on the baseball diamond. Jackson ball, right wing Monterubio. Shavers all over him. Now Loy in the right corner. Loy trying to work on Carter. Right baseline, goes to work. It's cut off. Great defense by Carter. Here's Teal on the right baseline working on Sims. Backs down and scores right in front of the rim. Landon Teal, first two of the game for the 6-point average. It is Jackson 7, McKinley 2. 2+ minutes into the game. Jackson coming out with a very aggressive strategy to blitz McKinley. And McKinley trying to ease their way into the contest. Sims calling for the ball, top of the key off of a screen, and going to be a moving screen foul called here on Jackson. Team first of the game on the Polar Bears. Goes on Finnefrock, his first. 7-2 Jackson. McKinley ball underneath Shavers. Right to the rim, scores on the inbound. Nice pass by Davey Thompson on the inbound to score right to the rim. 7-4 Jackson. 5:20 opening quarter. Underneath Teal. Left of the rim, collects it, goes up and scores. Landon Teal off of the bench, 4 quick points. Cole Baker was told to take a seat. Right wing Thompson, a three for McKinley, and he drains it. 10-3 of the year for Davey, the junior. 9-7 Jackson. Polar Bears with the ball. Loy, left baseline, cut off. Loy, top of the key, intends it for Monterubio, and nearly with a steal was Shavers. Ed Webster back into the game for McKinley, as Javion Carter will take a seat. So McKinley counters again with their starting 5 as they trail 9-7 to Jackson. Jackson ball. Weakly near center floor. Left wing Finnefrock around a screen. A 3, left weak. Left iron and goes out of bounds. McKinley ball. They trail 9-7. 4:40 opening frame of this battle between two undefeated Federal League programs. Both 4-0 in the conference early in the year here. Shavers drives right of the lane, forces his way to the rim, and scores. Anthony Shavers, the junior, 6 early points for McKinley, and we're tied at 9. Jackson ball, right wing, Weekly lost it off of his shin. Here comes Cole Baker back in for Jackson. Mitch Finnefrock will take a seat. Get the first 3 points of the game from the right corner. He's, of course, the only player with a foul in the game. McKinley ball. They're on a 7-2 run right back to tie it at 9, and Shavers throws it away. Here's Teal coming down the floor. Lefty big man gets it off to Loy. Loy high on the right. Loy to the right wing. Loy into the right corner. Caught in a tough place with Jeter all over him. Goes with a bounce pass between Jeter's legs. It's taken away by McKinley. Right wing Thompson steps into a 3. Got another one. McKinley on a 10-2 run. And the Bulldogs lead 12-9. 3:30 first quarter. Jackson ball. Monterrubio drives left of the wing. Off balance shot left of the lane. Beautiful take by Kyle Monterrubio, the senior. Underneath, McKinley scores. Webster left of the basket. The layup is good. Ed Webster, the sophomore, his first 2. First 2 for a player not named Thompson or Shavers for McKinley. Jackson ball down 14-11. Left wing Monterrubio looking for space. Now off to Teal. Teal goes to work, looks to go up and under, gets right in front of the rim, and scores with the left hand. What a post move by Landon Teal. 6-point average entering the game. He has 6 in the first quarter, almost 6 minutes in. Thompson, 3. In between the circles, the heat check falls short. And the rebound to Jackson and Teal. Monterrubio hustles into the forecourt, drives right of the lane, kicks right corner, Baker. Baker, right wing Monterrubio, 3. Got it. Kyle Monterrubio puts Jackson back ahead. 16-14, 2:13 first quarter. Standing room only crowd here at Jackson. And McKinley back with the ball. Left wing Thompson. Top of the key Jeter. Lefty 3. Caught it. 2 teams shooting lights out early on. 17-16 McKinley. $1:48 first quarter. Jackson ball. Baker. Fadeaway jumper. Free throw line is good. Cole Baker goes to work on the mid-range. 18-17 Jackson. We're trading buckets like it's a prize fight. McKinley ball. Webster left wing gets to the basket and scores. The sophomore has 4 early on. 19-18 McKinley. 75 seconds remain first quarter. Jackson with the ball. Monterrubio, left elbow, bumped. Some contact there. Left corner now, Baker. Pumps on the 3. Drives, gets into the lane, looks right corner for Loy. He stepped out on the right baseline. Finnefrock comes in for Jackson. Lancey comes in for Jackson. McKinley brings in Keith Quincy, star from the football team, the wide receiver. One of the best wide receivers in the area and arguably in the state was Keith Quincy this past year. McKinley ball ahead 19-18. Reed Sims, their leading scorer, yet to find the scoring column, has it top of the key. Sims at 14.5 a game, working on Monterrubio. That'll be a fun matchup all night. Here's Jeter. Jeter with Lancey picking him up quite a bit of ways from the basket. Drives left of the lane, scoops with the left hand, and gets fouled. So Jalen Jeter, senior guard at 5'11", will go line right to shoot a pair here with the foul on Baker. His first, team second on Jackson. Jeter, first one, good. McKinley shoots 66% from the line as a team. Jackson 72.7, so Jackson holds the edge there. Jeter's second free throw upcoming is good. Jackson also outshoots McKinley from three. Jackson has made 22 additional threes entering this game compared to McKinley. Now Jackson, of course, has actually played 2 less games too. Jeter makes both there. It's a 3-point game again. McKinley 21, Jackson 18. Jackson ball. Monterrubio top of the key, pumps on the three, drives right of the lane, scoops right of the rim with the right hand and scores. Kyle Monterrubio 7 in the first quarter, 21-20. McKinley, Sims, 3 in between the circles, tried to bank it in as the buzzer sounds to end the first quarter. What a quarter that was. End of one. McKinley 21, Jackson 20. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to high school basketball here on Q92radiosports.com. After one, McKinley 21, Jackson 20. We'll be back.
Ready to make a real difference in people's lives while working for a nonprofit? Regional EMS is calling your name. They're on the lookout for passionate EMTs and paramedics to join their team. Imagine working with state-of-the-art equipment, all while enjoying a new pay scale, generous PTO, and fully paid insurance for full-time heroes like you. It's not just a job, it's a chance to be a lifeline in your community. So what are you waiting for? Grab your phone and dial 330-987-4373 to find out how to join the Regional EMS family.
Start of the second quarter upcoming here. After one, McKinley 21 and Jackson 20. What a first quarter that was. Both teams shot lights out. Jackson led by Kyle Monterrubio in the quarter with 7. McKinley led by Anthony Shavers with 6. And Davey Thompson with 6. Thompson hit threes 10 and 11 of the season. Jackson ball, left corner, 3 in the air is good for Caden Loy. 6 for 12 from distance now on the year, his first 3 of the night. And Jackson pulls back in front by a bucket. 23-21, McKinley ball, Shavers, right of the lane. Runner is good with the right hand. These two teams have to be shooting well above 50 or 60% right now. Neither of them missing early on here. We're tied at 23, not even a minute into the second quarter. Jackson with the ball. Monterrubio, left corner, Loy. Loy goes top of the key for Baker. Baker tipped it out. Carter dove for it, far sideline. Jackson faithful and coaches don't like the call as they say that Carter touched it last and will go back over to McKinley. Sims and Thompson check out for McKinley. Jeter and Webster come back in. It's Jeter, Shavers, Quincy, Webster, and Carter on the floor for McKinley. Monterrubio takes it away. A 2-on-1 for Jackson. Underneath, Loy, right of the rim, missed the shot. Might have been interfered with there. Could have been a goaltend. McKinley the other way. Free throw line. Jumper good by Jeter. Chase down block there by the McKinley defensive pressure altered that shot by Loy. The backboard was moving. 25-23. McKinley, Jackson ball, right wing Finnefrock misses a 3. Rebound sails out of bounds as McKinley will get it back. 6:30, second quarter. McKinley 25, Jackson 23. Offensive play so good early on here. Jeter drives left of the lane, scoops at the rim, misses. Rebound, the long one to Weekly. Here comes Jackson, off to Monterrubio. Monterrubio drives the lane, pirouettes into the lane and falls to the ground and went right through Carter, who was there defensively. But they're going to get the foul before he ran through Carter on Keith Quincy. His first, team first of the second quarter on McKinley. Monterrubio at the line. That's just his second miss of the year. He was 16 for 17 entering the game from the line, and he misses a free throw there. 94% entering the game from the line. That's pretty incredible. I doubt there's many guys shooting better than that for the volume that he's taken. Second one for Kyle. Well, he missed them both. Uncharacteristic misses there for a normally automatic free throw shooter. Sure, he'll earn those back. He had 7 in the first quarter, though. As McKinley with the ball, ahead 2. For him to our right, it's Jeter, who's calling out the offense. Now hands it off Sims. Sims with Monterrubio on him. This is a great matchup. Top of the key, Quincy left open on a 3. Shot it well short. Loy the board. Here comes Jackson. Loy with his head up and run into by Jeter. And Loy dribbles it off of his own shin that time. And a timeout taken. 30-second timeout taken by McKinley. 5:34, second quarter. McKinley 25, Jackson 23. Timeout on the floor.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
5:34, second quarter. Thanks to RG Dreg and Regional EMS for being our sponsors throughout high school basketball. As McKinley with the ball out of their timeout, a 30-second timeout. They have 4 remaining. McKinley ball, Sims, right wing Carter, right baseline Webster. Long 2 is good. Sophomore and Eddie Webster with a nice 14-foot J there. 27-23, McKinley, 5:08, second quarter. Jackson basketball. Left corner, Baker. Baker, who can shoot that 3, is 0 for 8 this year from distance. There's Weekly. He was as good as they came last year shooting 3-point shots. He's averaging 12 a game this year. Drives, kicks right wing Baker. Baker, right baseline, fadeaway 2, shot it short. Rebound to McKinley. Down the floor they come, first time tonight for Tavion Spencer. Jeter wheels into the free throw line. Now paces back out with Finnerfrock off of him by a couple steps. Here's Webster, right baseline, drive and score right to the rim with the left hand. Ed Webster, sophomore, 9.9 a game with 8 early on. He and his cohort in Shavers both have 8 early on here. Jeter with 7 and a whistle and a foul here on the floor on McKinley. Goes on Davey Thompson, I believe. Not sure, it might have been missignaled there as to who the foul went against. We're going to wait and see. It says number 1, but there's no number 1 on the floor for McKinley. So they're checking to the scorer's table. They're correcting that, I believe. Not sure what the initial call or what the figured call was there, but they did correct something. Jackson Ball down 6. Weekly left of the rim, layup good with the right hand. Cam Weekly 4 early on. McKinley the other way, rambunctiously down the lane in a high pass. Sails out of bounds, and it'll go back over to Jackson. They turn the ball over. 3:57, second quarter. 29-25, the McKinley lead, and Jackson with the ball. Here's Weekly, left corner, Loy, open three, got another one. Caden Loy, 2 threes, and they've both been good. He's 7 for 13 now from distance this year. McKinley ball ahead by 1. Webster, 3, straight on is good. Ed Webster, the sophomore, with 11 in the game to lead all scorers. And McKinley leads 32-28. Jackson Ball, Finnefrock, their leading scorer this year, gets it left wing to Loy and foul off of the ball here. Going to be a moving screen on Sims for McKinley, his first team, third of the quarter on McKinley. Tavion Spencer, the senior forward at 6'5", checks out for McKinley as they bring back in Shavers, the junior small forward at 6'3". Jackson Ball, Finnefrock begging for it. Thompson is on it. Finnefrock, left wing, wanted to shoot a fadeaway 3. Thompson covered nicely. Here's Monterrubio, splits a double team, gets into the lane, misses the shot right in front of the rim, and the rebound goes to Webster. Down the floor comes McKinley. Shavers to the rim, missed it. Rebound left of the basket. Jeter forces it back up and gets fouled. 2:51, second quarter. McKinley 32, Jackson 28. And McKinley's Jalen Jeter working on a 7-point outing already. Goes line right. First free throw good. Second one upcoming here. Would give him 9, and he makes them both. Entered the game shooting 59% from the line. McKinley has taken care of their free throws when they've had opportunities here early in this game. And they lead by 6 for the second time. Jackson Ball, Teal, left of the rim, scores. Landon Teal, he's gotten in deep a number of times. His 4th layup of the game. He's got 8. Might be something McKinley has to contend with. McKinley ball, right wing. Thompson clanks a 3. Rebound to Jackson. Here's Loy into the right forecourt. Caden with 2:20 on the second quarter clock, and Jackson trailing 34-30. Shoots a right wing 3 that's well long and an air ball. McKinley board to Webster. Down the floor, Jeter. Jalen to the rim. Layup with the left hand missed. Sims the board and scores. First 2 of the game for Reed Sims comes on a putback layup left of the rim. It's 36-30. Bulldogs in front with a $1:53 in the second quarter. Jackson Ball, Monterrubio spins and scores in the lane from left of the basket. 9 for Kyle. 36-32 McKinley. Pups with the ball. The red and black attack the rim to our right. Left wing Shavers, out top Thompson. Thompson, the junior point guard, with 6 points in the game, 2 threes. Here's Sims. Sims goes to work, left of the lane, scoops at the rim, and the finger roll with the left hand is a thing of beauty. Left of the basket, Sims has 4 in a row. Jackson Ball, Monterrubio, free throw line. Right wing Finnefrock. It's 38-32 McKinley. Approaching a minute left in the first half. Here's Loy. Free throw line. Off balance jumper is good. Caden Loy with 8 early on. We're down to 57 seconds in the second quarter, and it's a 38-34 McKinley advantage, and the Pups with the ball. Jeter, left wing, Webster. Free throw line jumper. Around the rim and out. Monterrubio the board. 40 seconds in the first half. Jackson trails by 4. Monterrubio, top of the key with Shavers a few steps off of it. Monterrubio going to size up his defender. Gets a screen from Teal. Monterrubio drives right of the lane, gets in deep, pumps, shoots in the lane with the left hand, misses. Rebound on the floor and a whistle and a foul on Jackson. 20 seconds left in the half as the foul goes on Landon Teal. His first, team second of the quarter on Jackson. Cole Baker comes in. Mitch Finnefrock takes a seat. Polar Bears have not been able to get Finnefrock to go yet. He has just 3 in the game. The first 3 points of the game, he's been scoreless since. McKinley ball ahead by 4. 15 seconds left, second quarter. Down to 14, down to 13. Webster, left wing to Jeter with 10. 38-34 McKinley. There's 7 seconds left. McKinley with the ball. Jeter with 5. Into the lane with 3. Shoots it with the left hand. It rolls around twice, falls out, and Loy garners the rebound to end the first half. Wow. What a first half of basketball that was. At the half, McKinley 38, Jackson 34. That was a good old-fashioned backyard brawl between two teams in the first half that are both really good. Halftime, it's Jackson trailing McKinley 38-34. We'll take a timeout, and when we return, we'll have the news for you at the half. Halftime score again. It is McKinley 38 and Jackson 34. We will take this timeout.
Ready to make a real difference in people's lives while working for a nonprofit? Regional EMS is calling your name. They're on the lookout for passionate EMTs and paramedics to join their team. Imagine working with state-of-the-art equipment, all while enjoying a new pay scale, generous PTO, and fully paid insurance for full-time heroes like you. It's not just a job, it's a chance to be a lifeline in your community. So what are you waiting for? Grab your phone and dial 330-987-4373 to find out how to join the Regional EMS family.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
From the newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears with this halftime edition of AM 1310 WDPN News. A winter weather advisory remains in effect until 1 a.m. tomorrow for an area including Carroll, Columbiana, and Tuscarawas counties. The National Weather Service says those areas can expect additional snow accumulations of 1 to 2 inches. Mark Johnson has the complete forecast coming up. An employee of Summa Health System may have inappropriately accessed some patients' records. The development was announced Friday. On November 14th, Summa Health learned certain patient records were viewed without a business reason to do so. The activity occurred between October 2023 and November 2024. An investigation determined the employee accessed information including patients' names, medical record numbers, dates of birth, addresses, email addresses, phone numbers, all or part of Social Security numbers, and medical and treatment information. Summa Health says they have no evidence of misuse of the information. It is notifying affected patients and offering free credit monitoring and identity protection to those who are eligible. The employee is no longer working for Summa Health. 97 employees of the Timken Company's Belts plant in Springfield, Missouri will soon be out of a job. A layoff notice was filed with the federal government Tuesday by the Jackson Township-based maker of engineered bearings. According to the Springfield News Leader, Timken spokesman Scott Schroeder says staffing decisions are based on a continuous review of the company's long-term capacity plans, cost competitiveness, and customer demand. Workers were notified last month. The layoffs will occur between March 21st and September 30th. Employees will be given at least a 60-day notice prior to their last day, severance pay, and career planning services. Governor Mike DeWine has appointed Kurt Warren as the Stark County probate judge. The decision was announced Friday. Warren will take office February 21st. He succeeds Dixie Park, who retired December 1st. Warren will serve the remainder of the unexpired term and must run for election in November 2026 to retain the seat. Warren has more than 30 years of experience in the legal field, including time as an attorney and a Stark County Common Pleas judge. He has served as Canton Municipal Court judge since 2015. A Nimishillen Township woman is charged with stealing from a business. 24-year-old Mackenzie Butcher turned herself in Thursday. She was wanted on warrants charging her with grand theft, telecommunications fraud, and misuse of credit cards. Butcher was arraigned the same day in Canton Municipal Court. Bond was set at $20,000. She was released from the Stark County Jail after posting bond. Butcher allegedly used credit cards from Almost Heaven Ice Cream to make over $11,000 in purchases for herself without permission. She's also accused of keeping the credit card information on her phone. The activity occurred between April and November 2024. A status hearing is scheduled Tuesday. More news after this.
The Q92 Sports Network brings you more high school football and basketball games than anyone else, by far. But did you know that you can go back and listen to our broadcast again? Simply go to the Q92 radio page on SoundCloud. We've posted the games we broadcast for everyone to go back and relive. We have playlists filled with our high school football broadcasts from 2016 to this season. So go to SoundCloud now, follow Q92 Radio, and listen. And thank you for listening to all of our sports broadcasts of high school football and basketball on the Q92 Sports Network.
Plans for the Appalachian Regional Clean Hydrogen Hub have received a public airing. The first of 3 open houses for the project's first phase was held Thursday at Walsh University. Columbus-based Battelle is leading the hydrogen hub, which will have a Canton location. There will be other sites across Ohio, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania. The Department of Energy's Office of Clean Energy Demonstrations awarded $30 million for the hub's planning and development in July. The repository reports SARDA and Enbridge Gas want to use electrolysis to produce hydrogen fuel for buses on or near the Gateway Boulevard Southeast facility in Canton. SARDA's buses are currently fueled by so-called gray hydrogen with no capture of carbon during production in Canada. Battelle says electrolysis produces hydrogen without emitting carbon. One man is dead following a shooting in Youngstown. Police responded to the area of Ohio and Upland Avenues on the city's north side shortly after 11 p.m. Friday. A 27-year-old man was found shot and taken to the hospital where he died. The victim's name has not been released. Police identified the suspect as 29-year-old Jonathan Simmons. Milton Township Police pulled him over for a traffic stop and turned him over to Youngstown Police after learning he was wanted in connection with the homicide. Simmons was booked at the Mahoning County Jail on a murder charge. His arraignment is scheduled Monday in municipal court. Sharon Regional Medical Center has been approved for sale to Tenor Health Foundation after submitting a winning bid during an emergency sale hearing. A federal bankruptcy court in Texas announced the news Friday. The sale price for the facility is $1.9 million. The court filing states the deal includes all assets, properties, rights, and interests to Sharon Regional. The hospital closed January 5th. Tenor hopes to reopen in the next few days. Former owner Steward Healthcare filed for bankruptcy in May. We'll return you courtside for the second half of today's game right after the forecast from News 5 meteorologist Mark Johnson. From the AM 1310 WDPN newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears.
All right, maybe a flurry for your afternoon. Otherwise, a cloudy day, a high near 28 degrees. Grab that warm coat. Overnight, a flurry during the evening hours, and mainly cloudy, frigid, our low in the middle teens. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Ready to make a real difference in people's lives while working for a nonprofit? Regional EMS is calling your name. They're on the lookout for passionate EMTs and paramedics to join their team. Imagine working with state-of-the-art equipment, all while enjoying a new pay scale, generous PTO, and fully paid insurance for full-time heroes like you. It's not just a job, it's a chance to be a lifeline in your community. So what are you waiting for? Grab your phone and dial 330-987-4373 to find out how to join the Regional EMS family.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
Go back and relive all the action with Q92 Sports on SoundCloud. Whether it's high school or University of Mount Union football and basketball, we've got you covered from 2016 through today. Catch every thrilling game and heart-pounding moment anytime you want. Q92 Sports is your go-to for local sports action. Find us on SoundCloud at Q92 Radio, and don't forget to stream all of our games live on Friday night at Q92radiosports.com.
Halftime, and we return back in here to Jackson. Halftime score, the McKinley Bulldogs 38 and the Jackson Polar Bears 34. Both teams played an excellent first half, about as good a half of basketball as you could possibly ask for in terms of scoring, some great defensive plays, just really high-level basketball in that first half. We'll tell you some of the scoring totals now for some individuals here at halftime. Jackson being led by Kyle Monterubio with 9. Landon Teal and Caden Loy both pitched in 8. It's Weekly with 4, Finnefrock with 3, and Baker with 2 in the first half. McKinley, 11 from Ed Webster, the sophomore, 9 from Jalen Jeter, 8 from Anthony Shavers, 6 from Davey Thompson, and 4 from Reed Sims. McKinley scoring coming only from their starting 5, whereas Jackson getting 8 off of their bench so far in tonight's game. Some nice bench scoring for the Jackson Polar Bears through a half. And starting the second half, McKinley will have the basketball going right to left. Their starting 5 of Shavers, Sims, Thompson, Webster, and Jeter will be on the floor. Jackson countering with their starting 5 of Monterubio, Baker, Weekly, Finnefrock, and Loy. Thompson, right wing Jeter, top of the key Webster. Webster did hit a 3 in the first half. Underneath Shavers, left of the rim, he scores with the right hand. Finnefrock fell over on his backside there. And Shavers, the second player, I beg your pardon, to double figures tonight, joining his teammate in Ed Webster. Jackson ball, high on the right Baker. Head coach Sean Weatherspoon trying to egg on his team defensively. Baker underneath, right wing Weekly. Weekly, tough fadeaway jumper in the lane, missed it. Finnefrock right of the rim, tips it back up and in though. Nice job by Mitch Finnefrock to score right of the rim. He has 5 in the game, does Jackson's leading scorer. 16 a ball game for Mitch this year. He's led Jackson in scoring with that output this season. McKinley ball, still ahead 40-36, over a minute into the third quarter. Right wing tough jumper for Reed Sims Jr. is good. He tried to create contact and was calling for a foul, but the 17-foot jumper will suffice for the moment. Jackson ball and travel left wing. Loy, off of the handoff from Weekly, shuffled his feet. McKinley back with the basketball. Ahead 42-36. I believe the largest lead they've been able to create is 6 points. Here's Reed Sims Jr. Left wing Thompson. Thompson drives left baseline, gets left of the rim, layup, around and in. Off the left side of the iron, off the right side of the iron and in. And McKinley opens up their largest lead of 8. 44-36. Jackson needs to be careful now. Can they get some big shots here to keep themselves in shouting distance? Right wing Finnefrock, a 3 would help. He missed it. Long rebound, Thompson. McKinley on the run out. McKinley underneath Webster. Layup left of the rim, good. Webster has 13. The Bulldogs are barking. And it's McKinley by 10. First time tonight that either team has had a double-digit lead. And it's the Bulldogs with a 46-36 advantage with 5:52 in the third quarter. Ed Webster, 13 in the game now to lead all scorers. Anthony Shavers has 10. Davey Thompson has 8. And Reed Sims has 6. Those 4 have all scored here at the outset of this second half. And McKinley has punctuated the start to this second half with an 8-2 run to take a 46-36 lead. It was just a 4-point game at the half, 38-34. McKinley, and McKinley scores 8 of the first 10 in the third quarter. And they're doing it all from their starting 5. As it stands right now, Jeter and Thompson each need a bucket to hit 10 or more points, and Sims, who's normally the leading scorer, with a quiet 6 tonight. Jackson ball, Monterrubio struggling with the length underneath, has to pass it out to Weekly. Weekly gets into the lane. Underneath looks for Teal. He can't handle the pass. McKinley with the takeaway. They have numbers of 5-on-2. Sims, left baseline, Jeter. Long 2 is good. Jalen Jeter with 11. He becomes the third Bulldog into double figures. McKinley starts the half on a 10-2 run. They lead 48-36, 5:15 in the third quarter. Jackson ball in need of help. Monterrubio, who had 9 in the first half, goes underneath Teal, right of the rim. His layup is good with the right hand. Landon Teal, normally a 6-point average, has 10 tonight for Jackson. 10 bench points, and they've all been big. McKinley ball, Webster nearly traveled at the free throw line. Right wing Sims a 3, around and in. Off the back iron, off the front iron, rolled around, popped up and fell in. Reed Sims has 5 in the quarter. McKinley's leading scorer may be starting to sense that he's feeling it. Jackson ball, Finnefrock left of the rim, layup good with the right hand. 51-40. McKinley and the Pups back with the ball. Finnefrock has 7. Jackson's deficit is 11. They've started to maybe find something again. Well, McKinley has outscored him in a big way here to start this quarter. Left wing, Webster. Out of Shavers. Top of the key, Sims. Sims into the right corner. Weekly picks him up for Jackson. Sims, turnaround, gets right of the rim, misses, but Shavers follows with a 2-hand slam. Anthony Shavers rams it in with 2 hands. 13-point lead for McKinley. Jackson ball. Monterrubio, right corner, Finnefrock. Thompson all over him. Finnefrock looking for space. Thompson grabs his wrist and commits a foul. Anthony Shavers bringing the house down with a 2-hand putback dunk. And McKinley's Shavers has 12. Thompson scores 1 more bucket, and Sims scores 1 more bucket, and all 5 Bulldog starters will be in double figures. The foul on Thompson, by the way, was his first, team first of the quarter on McKinley. Coach Sean Weatherspoon and the 8-2 Pups looking for a big win here in Federal League play, looking to continue to garner momentum within the Federal League as they're 4-0 entering Federal League play tonight. In this 13-point lead that they currently command in this third quarter is impressive. They've started the quarter on a 15-6 run to take this lead. They led by just 4 at the half. They now lead by 13. Monterrubio drives left of the lane, scoops with the left hand, scores +1. Kyle Monterrubio, 11 in the ball game, looking for 12 line right. He joins his teammate Landon Teal in double figures. Monterrubio 0 for 2 from the line tonight. He'd only missed 1 free throw entering the game, and he connects on that free throw there. So he has 12. 10-point game again. Jackson still needs to be careful. McKinley could break it open. Here's Carter in the lane. He misses layup because it was blocked by Jackson, but there to clean it up was McKinley's Webster, who scored from right in front of the rim. Jackson ball, down 12. Weekly, right corner, underneath looks for Teal. Webster tips it out of there. Man, the size of Webster at 6'4", the size of Shavers at 6'3", Sims at 6'5", and even though Thompson and Jeter are only 5'10 and 5'11", it doesn't really matter, but Monterrubio does score from left of the rim for Jackson. He has 14 in the game now. Second leading scorer on the floor. Here's Jeter, right in front of the rim, missed the layup. Long rebound, Shavers. Shavers, left side of the lane, his runner is missed. Teal the board. Jackson with the ball. 2:40 in the third quarter, down 10. Monterrubio drives and slams with the left hand. Down the right wing, Monterrubio rocked it in with the left hand. 8-point game, punctuated by a Kyle Monterrubio slam. And with 2:27 in the third quarter, it's McKinley 55, Jackson 47. Jackson was looking dead in the water for a moment. And thanks to Kyle Monterrubio, they have cut it to 8 again. They have responded with a 7-2 scoring run. Man, what a basketball game. 2:27 in the third quarter. Jackson cuts it to 8. McKinley back with the ball. You knew the Polar Bears were going to have a run in them. Question is, can they continue to keep McKinley at bay for a moment? The Bulldogs just so explosive on the offensive end, and Coach Spoon for McKinley sensing that things were maybe starting to go a little bit in Jackson's favor, decides to call that timeout. Out of the McKinley timeout, Bulldogs with the ball. Carter, top of the key to Jeter. Jeter, right wing Sims. Sims drives, scoops right of the rim and scores. Reed Sims with 11, 7 in the quarter. 57-47. McKinley, 2 minutes left. Jackson ball. Monterrubio to Teal. Teal in between the circles. Hands off Weekly. Weekly drives, spins, lost it. Bulldogs with a 3-on-1. Carter, right of the rim, lost the ball. Monterrubio took it away. Polar Bears down the floor. Teal, right corner, Finnefrock a 3. Got it. Mitch Finnefrock was 7 in the quarter. 7-point game, 57-50. McKinley's lead just 7 with 85 seconds left in the third quarter. Bulldogs with the ball. Right corner long 2, Davey Thompson is missed. Jeter, left side of the rim, tried to tip it back up and in, and he was fouled. Not for the faint-hearted. As foul committed there by Loy. A $1:19 third quarter. Jeter line left. 2 free throws here. And he misses the first. He made his last 2 free throws of the first half. He had missed 13 entering the night. That was his 14th miss of the year. Shoots normally around 60%. Jeter's second one upcoming. Jackson crowd making noise. Line left. Jeter. Line drive is good. Caroms it around the back of the net and in. Jackson down 8. 58-50. 1:15 third quarter. Polar Bears have responded though. Jackson nearly loses the ball. Teal. Finnefrock, right wing a 3. Shot it too strong. Rebound. Monterrubio left to the rim. Tried to put it back up and in, but Jeter tipped it out for McKinley. Sims was looking to go the other way and slam one in there if he could have stolen it from Teal. 63 seconds, third quarter, 58-50. McKinley, Jackson ball. Underneath Monterrubio. Looking to go to work on Shavers. Fadeaway jumper, missed. Left side of the lane. Sims the board. Down the floor, Webster. Left of the rim, layup missed. Shavers put back, no. Rebound, Jackson. Loy, left wing a long 3. Left it too long of the rim. 42 seconds here in this quarter. McKinley had it. Jackson takes it away. Weekly layup left of the rim, good. 58-52. 28 seconds left, third quarter. Weekly has 6. Jackson was down by 13. They have cut it to 6 now. They have responded with a 12-5 run of their own to get right back into it. McKinley ball. Thompson underneath, throws it away. Shavers retains it though, but now Weekly has it. free throw line. Thompson gets it back for McKinley and rattles it in to end the third quarter. McKinley has all 5 starters in double figures. They are the only 5 to have scored tonight. And we head to the final quarter. McKinley 60, Jackson 52. Timeout on Q92 Radiosports.com.
The Q92 Sports Network is your home for the best coverage of high school and Mount Union football and basketball. Be sure you're following us on our social media. Just follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads. You'll know what games we'll be broadcasting week to week, and we drop photos and videos from all of our high school and Mount Union broadcasts. Be sure to follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads, and stay connected to the Q92 Sports Network.
Final quarter ahead of us in what has been one great game. Jackson getting some fantastic efforts tonight. As Monterrubio with 16, Teal with 10, Finnefrock with 10, Loy with 8, but McKinley's 5 starters, Shavers and Jeter both with 12, Webster with 15, Thompson with 10, and Sims with 11. Jackson ball, right wing Monterrubio goes to work in the lane, forces it up, gets fouled on his shot. Reed Sims commits the foul. Down to 7:50 remaining, 10 seconds into the final quarter. Kyle Monterrubio, leading scorer on the floor tonight. You would expect nothing less from this young man. 2 free throws here, makes the first. 17 for Kyle last year in the district final at Euclid. We saw Kyle put together one unbelievable effort against Mentor as a junior. People are aware of his work, and he's been noticed. Second free throw, good as well. 18 in the game, 9 in the second half. Equals his total from the first half. 60-54, McKinley. 7:40 left. Bulldogs with the ball, right sideline, Shavers. Top of the key, Webster. Webster drives, left baseline, scoops with the left hand and scores. Ed Webster, what a game tonight for the sophomore. 17. Jackson ball, Weekly, right baseline. Blocking foul called here on McKinley. Going to go on Webster as Weekly got bodied up by him. Team second on McKinley in the quarter. Jackson ball. Monterrubio, right wing Finnefrock, catch and shoot 3, shot it strong. Teal the board, left to the rim, got fouled. Went back up and got fouled. Reed Sims points his hand into the air and says it was me. I was the one that was guilty. That's my third. Points to Coach Weatherspoon and says, I'm safe, keep me out here. Teal line right, first free throw, good. How big has Landon Teal been tonight? Jackson's 11 bench points, the only bench points in the game. McKinley has no scoring off of their benches. Teal makes both. He has 12. Almost 6-point average. He has come to play tonight. 62-56. McKinley, and they score again. Jeter. Beautiful finger roll left of the rim, and he lays it up and in. 64-56. McKinley. 6:55 left. Jackson ball. Monterrubio looking to go to work on Quincy. Drives. Left baseline gets cut off. Left wing goes Finnefrock. Now back Monterrubio, left baseline. He gets fouled. Jackson's going to earn their way to the line quickly here. This will be the 4th team foul on McKinley of the quarter. 1 and 17 seconds in. Coach Weatherspoon displeased with the call, saying that Monterrubio hooked his defender there in Quincy. Jackson has a flat line across the key. Weekly inbounds. Left wing Monterrubio looking for a free throw line jumper, now back to Weekly. Weekly, right wing. Weekly, right of the lane. Tough jumper is good. 10-foot jumper by Cam Weekly. He's approaching double figures. He's got 8. Right corner, Quincy pumps, drives for McKinley. Right of the rim, lays it up and gets fouled. Keith Quincy going to earn a trip to the line. And he could become the first player from McKinley's bench to score points here. Javion Carter normally an 8-point average, scoreless tonight. Keith Quincy normally a 3-point average. First free throw, left it well short. 6:23 remains, 64-58. McKinley. Second one for Quincy, line left. Bulldogs in the all-black uniforms tonight. Red numbering and lettering with the right white trim. Jackson with the all-white uniforms, purple numbering and lettering with the black trim. Second free throw for Quincy, line left. He missed them both. Rebound, out of bounds, off of McKinley last. Jackson will have it. They could cut it to 3 here. 6:21 remains. McKinley 64, Jackson 58. Weekly, high on the left, Monterrubio. Left wing, Loy. Loy, top of the key for Weekly. Shoots a 3. Oh, left it short. Rebound, a long one to McKinley. Here's Sims down the floor. Sims jams it in with 2 hands. Reed Sims. Jackson the other way. Reverse layup good, left of the rim by Monterrubio. 20 for Kyle. 66-60. McKinley by 6. 5:45 left. One more foul by McKinley, and Jackson will be on the line the rest of the game. Jackson has committed just 1 foul in the quarter. That's an important note. Here's Webster. Backdoor cut, gets fouled. Fined by Shavers from the right wing. You know, I remember talking to former McKinley assistant R.C. Hill last year early in the season, and he told me that McKinley was going to scare people last year. He said this year and the following years under Coach Weatherspoon were going to be when the rubber really hit the road, and he is not lying. Underneath McKinley, layup good, left of the rim. It was Shavers. 68-60. McKinley, Jackson the other way, and Jeter packs the layup left of the rim, attempted by Weekly. You could hear that swat all the way up here. That was hand on ball and nothing else. Jackson ball. Right wing, Finnefrock. Right corner, Baker. Drives. Right of the rim. Layup good with 2 hands. Right baseline drive by Cole Baker. Had just 2 in the game before that bucket. It's again a 6-point game. McKinley ball ahead 68-62, 5:03 left. Here's Jeter taking some air out of the ball and some time off the clock. Right wing, Quincy. Shavers, top of the key, Webster. Webster, left wing, gives Jeter. Top of the key, Quincy. They're leaving him open. Here's Sims. Sims creates contact and shoots from the top of the key. And it's going to be a 3-shot foul. Sims with an unbelievable job there to control his body, lean into Weekly, the defender, and attempt the shot, and he's going to get 3 line left. McKinley's best free throw shooter with 3 coming up here. And he misses the first. He's got 2 more coming, and he knows it. 4:46 left. Second free throw for Reed Sims on the way. Made that one. 14 in the game for Reed. Here comes Davey Thompson. McKinley's Quincy going to take a seat. McKinley has no bench scoring tonight. All of their scoring has come from their starting 5. Second free throw by Sims, or third free throw, he made that one. So he goes 2 for 3 in that trip. He's 34 of 41 from the line this year. It's an 8-point game. Here's Weekly, right of the rim, layup good. Oh, he put Reed Sims into a spin cycle. What a job by Cam Weekly. 6-point game again. 4:25 left. 70-64 Bulldogs. Pups with the ball. Left wing Sims. Top of the key Shavers. Thompson. Webster. Left wing hands off Jeter. May have traveled there. No call. Jeter. In between the circles, Shavers. Right wing Sims. Sims with Baker on him. Does he like the matchup? Right corner looking to pull up. Baker sticks with him. Right wing now, Shavers to Webster. McKinley trying to take some time off of the clock. We're down to 3:50 in the game. Here's Thompson, left of the lane. Layup good with the right hand. Davey Thompson, the junior, with a huge take. Little delay on the floor. Bulldogs lost here by a bunch late in the season last year, and they're playing with a lot to prove today. Jackson ball. Weekly. Top of the key, Loy. And a whistle and a foul. Goes on McKinley. And Monterrubio's going to shoot. Team fifth on the Bulldogs. Foul on Jeter, his first. 3:34 remains. Line right goes Monterrubio. First one good. Leads all scorers with 21 in the game. He has been masterful tonight. Second one upcoming here. Made them both. 22-point game for Kyle. Timeout taken by Jackson. 3:34 left. It's a 6-point game. Bulldogs of McKinley 72. Jackson Polar Bears 66. I am just in awe of how good this game has been. I mean, it's a 6-point game on the scoreboard, and it's just been a classic the whole way through. First quarter was as good a first quarter of basketball as I can remember seeing in recent years. And this fourth quarter has been an absolute war. And you've got, I would argue, a lot of the best basketball players in the county right here on this floor. Jackson's Weekly, Finnefrock, and Monterrubio are all special. They're going to play at the next level. For McKinley, I mean, their whole starting five. Kid that's really come to play tonight, though, Ed Webster, the sophomore, the small forward, with 17 in the game. 10-point average entering the night, 9.9 a game. And he's been just unbelievable tonight. And out of the timeout by Jackson, McKinley with the ball. Down to 3:30 in the game. Here's Jeter. Jeter underneath Shavers, threw it away. Jackson up with it. Weekly double dribbled. Oh my goodness, a team in Jackson that only turns it over 9 times a game. And a costly turnover there. I think Weekly got a little bit too lackadaisical with the dribbling. And they might talk this one through and give it back to Jackson. Officials are discussing this. They're going to give the ball to McKinley. That will be the official call. McKinley ball in the backcourt. Thompson, double team. Gets it off Shavers. Shavers down the floor, nearly threw it away. Jeter. Left baseline. Webster to the rim. He's fouled. Foul on Cole Baker. Two coming for Webster. 83% from the line on the year. He misses the first. Webster's second upcoming, line left. He hit his first three tonight in the first half. Big free throw here. He made the second one, 18 to lead all Bulldog scorers for the sophomore. 73-66, 3:05 left. Jackson ball down 7. Left wing Finnefrock. Left corner Loy. Loy across the key. Top of the key, Weekly. Left of the rim, layup good with the right hand. 5-point game. Weekly has 12. 73-68, 2:48 left. Bulldogs with the ball. Ahead just 5. It was as many as 13 in the third quarter. Jackson has fought back the whole way. It was a 4-point game at the half. McKinley with the lead. Here's Thompson, right of the lane. His runner is good. Davey Thompson, the junior, with 14 for McKinley. Jackson ball, right wing Finnefrock's three. Got it! Mitch Finnefrock cuts it to 4. 75-71. McKinley, 2:10 remains. McKinley ball, right wing Shavers. Thompson, left wing Sims, drives, left of the rim and scores. Righty layup is good, left of the rim. 77-71. Monterrubio, right wing pulls up on the dribble. Here's Weekly. Weekly, Sims on him. Weekly pulls up on the dribble on the elbow. Right wing Finnefrock. Finnefrock just hit the 3 moments ago. With Thompson on him, fires another one and makes it. But Coach DeBevic took a timeout before he shot it. Oh, he made the 3 and Coach DeBevic took the timeout, sensing his player was in a tough spot. 77-71, 96 seconds left. Jackson takes the timeout. Jackson will have the ball. Mitch couldn't believe it. He points to his coach and says, "That's on me, that's okay." They understand this is one of many battles they'll be in this year, but man, the top would have come off this place. Jackson with Weekly, Loy, Finnefrock, Monterrubio, and Teal on the floor. McKinley with Webster, Shavers, Jeter, Sims, and Thompson on the floor. Jackson ball, Monterrubio, left of the lane, left of the basket, layup good with the left hand. Monterrubio with 24. Jackson cuts it to 4. McKinley down the floor. Webster, left of the rim, good with the left hand. Ed Webster with 20 in the game. Jackson ball. Underneath, Teal, right of the rim, layup missed with the left hand. Rebound, jump ball forced. McKinley with the possession arrow. Teal rushed the layup just a bit there from right of the rim with the left hand. And with 70 seconds left, it's McKinley 79 and Jackson 73. McKinley ball, Sims in the backcourt. Finnefrock trying to catch up from behind him. Underneath Webster, layup good. Left of the rim, Ed Webster with 22. Jackson ball down 8. Weekly, 3. Top of the key, missed. McKinley the board. Jeter in the backcourt. And the Bulldogs sense it now. Sims looking at the bench, looking at the Bulldog faithful, calling for noise, saying to Stark County that the Pups are back. It appears as though the old king has found his throne again. And if he has, watch out. Jackson faithful, heading for the doors. Jeter goes 1 for 2. Jackson with a last chance for air. Here's Weekly looking for someone to get the ball to. Left wing, Monterrubio drives. Right corner, Weekly, nowhere to go. Right sideline, Finnefrock. Right corner, Weekly's three. Missed it. Rebound, Thompson. McKinley 82, Jackson 73. The Bulldog fans are getting louder with each rebound and each free throw that they shoot. Third foul on Finnefrock after the rebound. And Thompson going to go to the line. And Coach Weatherspoon has a word with Reed Sims as Thompson misses the free throw. An inspired effort tonight by McKinley. Line left Thompson to make it a 10-point game. Free throw, good. Davey with 15. You can hear the barks. Here's Finnefrock. A three in between the circles is good for Jackson. 20 seconds remain. Head coach Tim Nebevic with still timeouts remaining takes his timeout, saying we're not going to give up just yet. $83 for McKinley, 76 for Jackson. This game has not been a game of runs in the largest sense, but it has been a game of just pure offense and pure basketball. I mean, this is as good a basketball game as I have seen in the last couple years. These two teams are just really, really playing at a high level. You know, talking to coach or principal and athletic director Jeff Crocker before here, you could just sense the excitement in his voice, knowing that this game was going to be this type of atmosphere, and it's lived up to the billing. So McKinley ball with 21 seconds remaining. They add some time to the clock. Bulldogs looking to inbound. They go down the floor. Oh, it's taken away. Teal right of the rim lays it up and in. 20 seconds remain. It's a 5-point game, and Jeter is fouled. The full court heave by Shavers was thrown off the back of the backboard and taken away by Teal. And now Jeter is going to go line left to shoot two with 17 seconds remaining. And I mean, there's still like enough time here. Head coach Weatherspoon having a stern talking to by all three officials. I think he's displeased with what took place about the fact that the ball went off the backboard. And I think he's having a discussion about that. And now the officials are going to talk this one through with 17 seconds remaining. Lots of fans already leaving. I see Joe Bogdan, athletics communication guy at McKinley, having a chat with R.C. Hill about this. And now there's still a debate of this. Sean Weatherspoon has the discussion to his liking with the red and white Nikes on. Coach Nebevic continues to pace the bench with his purple and white Nikes on, and now Jeter's going to shoot at the line. After all of that explanation, Jeter's first free throw is good. Not only has McKinley played a great game tonight, but they've fundamentally played just an outstanding game. Second free throw for Jeter. He made them both. 17 for Jalen. 15 seconds remain. Jackson with the ball. Finnefrock, long three, in between the circles, missed. Monterrubio, the board right of the rim, missed the shot. Rebound, Jeter in the backcourt. 4 seconds remain, and he's fouled. It's not a long drive from Canton to Jackson Township, but when these fans from McKinley get into this basketball team, there's few crowds like them. And the first free throw is good by Jeter after he was fouled again. 86-78, Jeter with 18. Second free throw for Jeter. Made them both. 19 for Jalen Jeter. 4 seconds remain. Weekly, right wing a three. Misses it. Ball game. There is an official leader alone atop the Federal League. And it's the McKinley Bulldogs as they defeat Jackson tonight 87-78, the final score. McKinley with a 9-point win here on the road at Jackson. And they win by 9 points to become the team alone atop the Federal League standings. What a ball game this was here tonight. Take a time out here on Q92radiosports.com. When we return, we'll get you the final numbers and final thoughts here from Jackson. Final score, McKinley 87, Jackson 78. What a ball game this was.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
Go back and relive all the action with Q92 Sports on SoundCloud. Whether it's high school or University of Mount Union football and basketball, we've got you covered from 2016 through today. Catch every thrilling game and heart-pounding moment anytime you want. Q92 Sports is your go-to for local sports action. Find us on SoundCloud at Q92 Radio, and don't forget to stream all of our games live on Friday night at Q92radiosports.com.
Well, it's a final here tonight at Jackson. What a basketball game this was. McKinley with an all-out effort of all time to get this win here tonight. Maybe not of all time. That's maybe taking it a bit strong for a team that has as many wins as McKinley, but an all-time effort in recent years for this McKinley team. I think that this community at McKinley has been begging for a team to be like this for McKinley that's got this type of firepower and can play at this level, and I think they've got their wish this year. This is potentially a really special McKinley team that exists here. They do it tonight with their starting five as they defeat Jackson 87-78. They have one unbelievable second half. Started the second half on a big, big run. Really took advantage with that run coming right out of the gate. It was, to start the half, it was a tight game. It was 38-34, and McKinley came out and blitzed Jackson 8-2 quickly right out of the gate early in the second half, and that set the tone for the rest of the second half. Jackson cut it to 4, they cut it to 5, they cut it to 4. They kept getting within that margin of error there, and they could never get lower than that. That's pretty much where they were able to get it, and they weren't able to get any lower than that point. So you factor it all together, and McKinley is 9-2, 5-0 in the league. Jackson 7-2 overall, 4-1 in the league. And McKinley sits alone at this point atop the Federal League. Take a look at the final numbers. McKinley led by Ed Webster, the sophomore, 11 in the second half, 11 in the first half. He had 22 in the ball game. He got help from Jalen Jeter with 19. He had 10 in the second half. He also received help from Reed Sims, who had 13 in the second half for 17 in the game, 15 from Davey Thompson, and 14 from Anthony Shavers. The 5 starters for McKinley, all in double figures. For Jackson, well, they were pretty close when it comes to their starters as well. They received a lot of help, though, off of their bench. Big bench night from Landon Teal. He was excellent for Jackson off the bench tonight for Coach Tim DeBevick. But Kyle Monterrubio led the way with 24. He had 15 to lead all scorers in the second half. 24, as I said in the game, that led all scorers in that category as well. Also helping, Finnefrock kept his average. He had 16 in the game. Landon Teal had 14. It was Weekly with 12, Loy with 8, and Baker with 4 in the game. Put it all together, it's a Jackson loss here at home to McKinley, 87-78. The Bulldogs are 9-2, 5-0 in the league. Jackson 7-2 overall, 4-1 in the league. I don't like to make blanket statements very often about sports, but look, I grew up going to the field house many a Friday night watching McKinley basketball, and for years it felt like McKinley basketball wasn't the same. And, man, this resembled the Bulldog basketball that I grew up with some 15, 20 years ago, and I think there's a lot of folks that are going to be really, really happy about that. Again, McKinley a winner. What a marathon this was and what a game it was. And it's the first of 2 between these two this season. Final score, McKinley 87, Jackson 78. That's going to do it for us here at Jackson this evening. Bulldogs win and improve to 9-2. Jackson falls to 7-2. Thanks to Jake back at the studio for getting us on tonight. Thanks to Jeff Crocker helping to give us a beautiful spot here at Jackson in the Crow's Nest. Thanks to Coach Weatherspoon and Coach DeBevick for their help in allowing us to get ready for tonight's game. And thanks to all of you for listening. John Bozica signing off tonight from Jackson. Final score, McKinley 87, Jackson 78. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll talk to you on Tuesday from somewhere in Starr County.